It's so peaceful out here. I can hear my own thoughts. Thought this would be a good place for a little YouTube video, guys. A lot of you guys have been asking for me to do more videos on semen retention. So I'm here to do that. And I figured it'd be a good time. We are out here. These are the Rocky Mountains in Cottonwood, Arizona. And if you look over here, you can actually see a lot of the Red Rock, Sedona region over there, and different parts of Arizona. Fucking love this place. But yeah, guys, let me just get straight to it. Semen retention for a man, you know, it's crazy, bro, because, you know, it's so in depth. I mean, sometimes I've been on semen retention for 10 years on and off. And I haven't even scratched the tip of the fucking iceberg when it comes to the levels and the benefits. And there's Nightwing. I love this fucking thing, dude. This thing. We're about to put some new tires on him. Oil change, transmission oil change. I need to do a transmission mount. I have household power in this thing. Fridge, bed, house, plugs. I run a whole shop on the go, traveling the whole United States. And it's kind of crazy. The money you give to people for rent is the money you could be using to fix your teeth, buy new clothes, just do good things for yourself. Explore, travel the world. And I think my vibration has just, you know, gotten to a point where I like to move, man. I like to move. So we're heading to Cali. We're going to go to one of the biggest raves in the world. And I can't wait. But excited to be here with you guys. Yeah, if you're new to semen retention, the benefits are amazing, you know. I could not be more grateful for this practice and where it's gotten me in my career, health, knowledge, the harsh lessons and fucking beatdowns that I've been able to endure and survive, having that extra testosterone and energy. You know, life's fucking amazing, but it will fuck you rough, man. It will fuck you raw and rough. And semen retention, one of my favorite things about it is that it gives you that Rottweiler energy, you know what I mean? Like, so when when a problem happens, or you're like in a critical moment in life, you've got to focus right now, life and death, you have that extra bit of gas and that extra bit of a lot. I want to say extra a lot. I mean, you're like a fucking Rottweiler, like, you know, especially the higher you get to such high days that you really need to stay grounded, because you're like Samson. If somebody fucks with you, you'll fucking slay 1,000 fucking motherfuckers with your bare hands like Samson did with a bone of a donkey. You know, because you're on day 90 and you're just so pent up with raw masculine testosterone, and you could, I mean, that's just an enormous amount. Semen retention is like, the thing I've noticed about it is that it's actually good sometimes. I wouldn't even say that. The consequences for releasing aren't that rough if you're beating your high days. Going to day 52, you've never been on day 52, then you release. You're not going to suffer the same consequences. Or, you know, you see what I'm saying. But yeah, man, it's like when the problems hit you in life, man, you're 100 billion times better off having the energy that it would take to create many human beings, many yous, many others pent up inside of you with their DNA and their energy expressing themselves through you. Which leads me to my second favorite thing about semen retention. And that is that my second most favorite thing about semen retention is that a man... Wow, it just got quiet. Damn, look at these Rockies, guys. Shit. Which leads me to my third favorite thing about semen retention after this, is that I've noticed that after going on really long, I'm gonna go for a walk. I think Nightwing's fine. There's nobody out here. I noticed that it takes 90 days for a man's seed to fully mature, which is like, I'm saying it's like an alien, it's a conscious, sentient, self-conscious alien organism inside of you, human organism inside of you, that every day you hold it, it gains intelligence, and the data that you're holding, which is the past human beings who died and fucked and reproduced to get you here, you start channeling their data. So the men and the women, mothers and the fathers, who went through some horrid shit, died and went through everything that they went through to get you here. Yeah, it's like you start channeling their data and expression and energy through you. And after 90 days, that your seed as a man, not as a woman, your seed as a man travels up your spine. I am literally telling you that it literally goes from your sacral chakra literally to your fucking brain. Up the spine, the 33 vertebrae. Day 90 is where that evolved, matured, sentient, conscious, rejuvenating energy of 90 creating human beings hits your pineal gland. And that's when the road of semen retention really begins. You thought you were experiencing the benefits during the 90 days. You thought you were like, wow, semen retention's so great. Once you go 90 days, that's the full cycle. So most men aren't even going a full cycle, bro, of retaining their life force. And as you guys know, I make Organite Life Force, PEMF, electromagnetic life force. And I'm also an expert on human organic life force, which created, would it make sense that what literally created every man and woman since the dawn of time and in the future is the seed, and that's powerful shit? No, it's just some squiggly cells. But my third, so you start channeling them. So you'll start like developing skills, attributes, characteristics that are good, like that help you solve problems in life and help you go through attacks and issues and come up on top. You're like channeling their data. They're not dead. They died and their vehicles are in the dirt, but their data lived on through the seed, through you, and you're holding it. So they're in a way still experiencing life through your vessel. Part of their consciousness is a part of your consciousness. And so they are on a micro level. Yeah, their spirit and soul has left the earth, but at the same time, their spirit and soul is on the earth. And that's what having children is. So they are off the earth, but at the same time, very much so on the earth, experiencing life through your eyes. And if you go a long time holding it, you'll have the power and the energy to go through life harnessing and channeling the energy and the data and the skills of all the men and all the women who you're related to who died and fucked and reproduced to get you here. And you're able to go through life with a tenacity of every man and woman, with the momentum of every man and woman, with the courage, the strength, the energy, the health, the skills of every man and woman who came before you to get you here. And if you spliced all of them together, you look like all of them. If one being was merged in everyone's all those likenesses, that's how you look, bro. That's a crazy thing. So then you tackle life from, you're not just like one human being of energy. You're many beings of energy within you. So my third favorite thing about semen retention is your vibration rises drastically, because there's the top most three powerful things in the universe is Source, God, the sun in the sky, because if that sun went away, we'd be fucked. A man's seed, because it created man and woman, chicken or egg, right? Man and women, I think, always existed, but to create the next human, the seed had to be there. And then I think the fourth would be the human vessel is a fusion fucking organic arc reactor. And the list goes on. But my point is, when you're holding in every single day the third most powerful thing in the universe, which I think the human mind and brain would come before the seed or a little bit after the seed, but they're very close. Human mind is one of the most all-powerful things in the universe because it's actually creating this world, powering it, where your body is too and everything. So it's all it goes in together. But my third most favorite thing about semen retention is your vibration rises. So you'll let's say you've never gone 28 days holding this life force before. In 28 days, you'll end up being at a lake dock in another state at your family's house, enjoying the sunshine. Then you'll be like, oh, I'm going to fucking this place to do this, and then I'm traveling to this state to do this. So yeah, the whole United States has become my literal fucking backyard. I'm starting to venture out to countries now, just because things don't cost as much too when you're on a higher vibration. So it's not even about the money. It is, but like you could have like barely enough money to get by, and you've gone through 8 states, all these hotels, you're eating good. It's like having that life force, things are cheaper. Things are more expensive if you bust one. I'm telling you, bro, you're in a different timeline and you're not vibrating as fast like the Flash. So it's like, yeah, dude, it's DC the Flash, Barry Allen. The faster he vibrates, the faster he can go through time. And that's what semen retention is. So you just find yourself on this incredible journey where every day you go holding your seed as a man, you're shifting, your reality shifting around you. So you're not like going through this Stargate portal and like into other worlds until I create them big enough for us to do that. But it's like reality shifting around you. All of a sudden there's fucking Rocky Mountains and you're going to Cali, and you were just, in the last month I've been to Texas, New Mexico, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Arizona. Now I'm going to Cali. And I haven't just been in the last month. I was in Arkansas like 2 times. I was in Missouri like 6 times. I was in Oklahoma the whole time. Then I had passed through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. And then I passed through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona like a few more times. And now I'm going all the way to Cali. And even the trips, people are like, how are you all over the place like that? Well, the road trips and the hours on the road and the miles go quicker because your vibration is faster. But it would go slower if you had just watched porn and bust one. You know what I'm saying? It went, and you wouldn't even have the protection from the cops and the accidents. Oh God. Fourth most favorite thing about semen retention is that when you get like an infection or some bump on your body, or you don't even get colds or flus on semen retention, but like let's say you get something weird, you get a fracture, it's very hard to get sick and die. It's very hard for the body not to be able to heal itself, right? When you're holding in the literal life force that it takes to create 30 of you, let's say you're on day 30, that's like 30 of you. Imagine if you had 30 fucking clones. Imagine if you could just split yourself into 30. That's a lot of energy. That's not just some dumb sperm cell that accidentally creates life through the lustful process of sex, right? That's a lot of energy. And then they lie to us and they say to us in school and science and biology that the human body only produces enough electrical charge to light up a light bulb. No. Translation, the truth of that is, I figured out that, and I know and I can prove that the human body is powerful enough to be the power source of what's creating this world you're in your mind. So essentially what I'm saying is your body is the Xbox console that is producing over unity fusion bioorganic energy that is the actual battery and power source to the reflectional world we live in externally and internally in our minds. So you're not just right. So wow, that was fucking deep. That was deep. Where do I even go from there? Yeah, I totally, that was so deep. I don't even know. But yeah, so God, source is the power source to all of infinity. But then you must ask, what is the power source to source which powers all of infinity? And what if there's multiple infinities? And what if there's infinities that power other infinities? And what powers infinities? More infinite, like it's eternal. It's just, it can't be undone, and it could never be created nor destroyed. I mean, it's just probably always been like this, but in infinite forms of itself. Who the fuck knows? I'm too deep. Fifth favorite thing about semen retention is that the human beings that you're not creating in a woman's stomach and the human beings that came before you, your ancestors fucked and died to get you here. So they fucked, reproduced, and died. Went through a whole lifespan. Think about how many men and women, mother and fathers had to go through this process like we're going through to get us here and then our children here. So when you put your seed in a woman and she becomes pregnant, you're not only making a clone of yourself, but you're actually pulling a little bit of some ancestors from your gene pool and a little bit of some ancestors from the mother's gene pool, the woman's gene pool. And now you have a mixture of ancestors together that get to live in this human body powered reflectional world we experience. And that's pretty fucking crazy. And so if you don't squander that energy and release it, not with a woman, you're just, doing the deed by yourself, you lose all that energy. Not good or bad, it's whatever we think it is, but it's energy. But when a man releases that energy, he either gets a woman pregnant, and that's like the best case scenario, no matter the hardship, because now there's ancestors back on the earth that pre-existed before and a clone of you. But if he wastes it by himself, then he doesn't get to pull some more ancestors back onto the earth, and he's just wasted that energy for pleasure, and it does deplete you. It's like losing money. It's like losing gasoline. You will feel it, bro. And but the third option is when you hold it, which is semen retention. Then instead of bringing them back into a baby body to grow up, they're living on, you're expressing their inner energy and form and information and data and skills and attributes. And then they start, what I've noticed is your hair grows, you just become like, you're absorbed, they're just giving their energy to you so you can, okay, so after 90 days, your body consumes the seed that reaches your brain and consumes it just eats it. So you are what you become. You eat what you become. You become what you eat. So whatever you eat, you become. So when it hits the crown after 90 days, you absorb that. The body uses it as fuel and energy, and then you start looking like them, talking like them, behaving like them. You just become a fucking superhero because you're not just like one human being of energy. You're like multiple human beings of energy. My sixth favorite thing about semen retention is that, and we're going to end it here because it's a 20-minute video, and I got to get new tires. But maybe this is the reason why we came out here. I'll make it quick. I would say that it goes on forever. My sixth favorite thing about semen retention is that I keep finding out that there's more levels. So the longer I go, the stronger I go. It's like Samson's hair. If you don't cut your hair, you're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and more evolved and more evolved and more evolved. So if you went on the black market and said, hey, how much for a potion that can create an alien humanoid biological form in an incubator pod? How much would that cost? A few mil, 5 mil, 10 million? So that's what you're holding. That's essentially the power, creational life force power and ability that you're holding, and losing it for pleasure, or creating a kid with it, or holding it and experiencing the benefits. Thank you guys. I gotta go. I have an automotive appointment, and we're gonna get Nightwing hooked up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this information, and yeah, there's just so much more for me to learn and to share with you guys that I haven't yet. So catch you on the upside. Take care of yourselves, and hit me up if you guys also want any semen retention consultations, because it's a journey, and there are tips and there are tricks and there are things you need to know. So yeah, to get you kick-started, if you're wanting to embark on that journey, experience the benefits, it's simply $50 to spend a few hours with me on the phone, so that then you have all the power and information to go out and better your life in all ways, forms, and fashions. And how is that not worth $50? And people are like, you can charge more, and I could, and maybe one day I will, but for now, it allows everyone to financially afford something that's actually gonna, which brings me to my seventh benefit of semen retention, is the financial income increase. For $50, you can just learn how to hold your seed and attract thousands, if not millions, like I'm on the path to doing. So love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Ciao.